Yo, what is going on, guys? Lottery Stocks here. Today we are going to be talking about AMC and margin calls. Okay, now bear with me on this. This video is going to be recorded on my phone here, but what I wanted to talk about is we're going to split this into two groups. Okay, when margin calls and what happens if so. Okay, so we're going to start if so. Okay, if margin calls were to occur, and this also comes into play why shorts haven't covered. Okay, let's just put cover for this side. Okay, when shorts are going to cover, why they haven't covered, and what's to come. Okay, so as you all know, we've owned 90% of the float for AMC. Okay, now with that being said, all the math was done. If you haven't seen it, it goes well over the float by between ETF shares, the amount retail holds, and the amount institutions hold, etc., etc. Okay, so also there's a lot of varied data that you can agree with, like such as the short interest being only at 20%. I personally wouldn't agree with that, but let's just take with what we got. Okay, with that being said, there wouldn't be any shares available for hedge funds to essentially get out of their position at $13, and this is why I say, remember, this might be a little noisy because it's on my phone, but that's why I say, the price right now is actually at $60. And I say that because hedgies couldn't get out here. Yeah, the price is 13 right now, but how many shares are available out there for them to cover their position? Okay, so let's just say right now, right, AMC's at $13, and hedge fund is short, let's just say, for example, 100,000 shares, and they have to get out. Okay, so they have 100,000 shares, and they get margin called. Okay, whatever will cause this, we'll go over that in a second. But let's say they get margin called. Okay, me and 99 other people are the ones that own the flow. Okay, so we have 100% right here. Now, what would happen is the one who's willing to sell lowest out of this 100% is essentially going to be the one to give it up here, right? That's what's going to happen. So this guy is going to be the one to break the momentum in this overall squeeze, because he's the one willing to get out. Now, whatever that price is, let's just say the 100%, including myself, are not willing to sell. Okay, they're not willing to sell at $13. They're not willing to sell at $60, right? What it's essentially at, in my opinion. What's going to happen is this bid, this hedge fund or whoever is short, this short is going to have to keep bidding higher and higher until essentially a certain amount out of this 100% accepts his offer. Okay, this is just the way the game and the way it goes. That's why this is going to be one of the biggest things you've ever seen. Now, with that being said, we control what the price goes to, okay? We control what the price goes to. We're waiting for hedge funds to bid higher and higher. Now, if you were a short seller, right, if you were short, and you weren't sure essentially what they would sell at, what they would let you cover at, what would you do? You would do what they're doing right now and play the waiting game. And this brings us to what I wanted to go over when cover, when margin calls. This is dangerous. This is the dangerous side of things. Okay, what do you have right now? You have the SPY. Okay, you have the SPY selling off. Okay, we're going to draw an arrow like this. SPY crashing, the overall market crashing. You have inflation. We're just going to put INF, okay? Inflation rising. And then you have housing. Housing market is completely unaffordable, okay? Housing market is completely unaffordable. So what this is going to do is this is going to cause the average person to essentially need cash on hand, right? We need cash, okay? The average person is going to need cash. It's hard to live out here. So what this is going to be for hedge funds is essentially this is going to be better, right? either people are selling down at this $13 price because this is what they're hoping for, right? They brought it down to this level and it's not actually at this price, right? The real price is being 60. It's not actually at 13 unless you sell there. Then that price was at 13. They can scoop up those shares, cover a little bit of shares at that price, right? Those shares are now on the market. Okay. So this is where it gets to the when margin calls aspect, or at least when covering. When will shorts cover? Okay. The more people who sell out of AMC at this low price, essentially the sooner the shorts will cover, the sooner shorts will get out. Now they can bring this all the way down to, $8 all they want. Let's say they bring AMC to $8. What's going to happen? Okay, we get down to $8, then what? They don't have fucking shares to get out. That's really it. There's no shares to get out of their positions here at $8. So what do we have now? Let's remove. Let's keep the sides here, right? Okay, so we have AMC. We have the SPY. Okay, we have short, right? And we have long. Okay, sorry it's sloppy. This is just quick. All right, AMC shorts. Okay, AMC hedge funds are short on. SPY hedge funds are long on. Right. The only difference is this consists of 500 companies. Okay, and this consists of one. Now they're selling this off artificially. Okay, this is selling off naturally. Right. Now, what looks like a bigger hit to you? Clearly, they can't get out of this. Selling off artificially, and it's one company that they're short on. This is 500. They're long on. It's not falling artificially, and they are going to have to get out. Now, if they don't get out and this does crash, then that's going to lead over to margin calls, and then essentially, who's going to be first to sell, and it's going to bring up that bidding aspect. Now, this isn't a video for me to come out and be like, this is the time of day. This is when and how shorts will cover. This is kind of me telling you, brace yourselves for, you have half of your team right here. Okay, you have you. Okay, you and the other diamond-handed apes, and then you have the people who are going to sell at 13 and make this the real price of AMC. This is what you don't want. If everybody sold here, or if everyone sold at $9, shorts can get out. Sure, that's fine with them. That's fine. But let's just say there's none of these sad faces, right? No one's selling at 13. No one's selling at 9. Essentially, if this clicks, if the SPY, starts dumping, you're going to see that bid. You're going to see that bid all the way up on AMC. So, guys, I want you to prep yourself for what's to come. You're going to see, you might even see it you're going to see it on the chart in general. Right here is going to be, $30. Right here is going to be $1,000, right? I'm sorry to make this video too long. I just want to get it across to people, that the first person to let go of their shares is going to impact the downfall of the squeeze. Now, this isn't me telling you hold forever, right? This is not financial advice. Do whatever you want. Hold to whatever you want. But this is essentially what's going to happen and how we're going to ruin the hedgies, why they haven't covered, why the margin calls haven't clicked in, this, that, and the third. So, yeah, guys, that's essentially it, right? They can bring this down and continuously forever pay the cost to borrow fees. That's fine. But, guys, if you've taken anything out of this video, or, if it was a good thing to watch on your Saturday or Sunday before market open next week, or whenever you're watching this, please consider smashing that like. Make sure to drop a comment down below. Fuck the hedge funds. What price are you selling at? I want to know what price you guys are getting out at. What price are you diamond handing at till? Also, consider subscribing, smashing that like, notification bell. We're about to be at 5K subs. So that is it for the night, guys. Make sure to check out the BBIG video and the AMC video. I love you all. Lottery Stocks out.